Hey guys, Victor here with a look at what's going on with Green Lantern these days. As it is, Green Lantern is one of the few comics I'm still keeping up with, though I've only been reading their stories months later via trade paperback. Most of my information on current events is via the internet. Anyway, I'm both intrigued and bewildered by the emotional spectrum idea. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, DC has come up with the idea that, besides the Green Lanterns, there's actually a rainbow of power rings that can only be used by beings who embody certain basic emotions present in all sentient beings. Also, there are Black Lanterns, which embody death. Let's go through the spectrum and we'll explore some of my questions and observations on the various lanterns. I guess I'll start with the Black Lanterns. These rings are sent out by an old Green Lantern villain and a rogue guardian. How many of these guys have there been anyway? Which seek out dead people, reanimate them, and have them rip out other people's hearts to power their evil lantern thing. Wow, their hearts? An evil lantern powered by hearts. Overdramatic much? Meanwhile, I have to wonder how many character resurrections we're going to end up with as a result of this event. Most of the Aquaman clan has been wiped out, and I don't think that will take. Red Lanterns. These guys are rage-powered. The idea that they're powerful but not in full control of their actions is a clever interpretation of the nature of anger. However, the idea that they vomit their power out of their mouths is kinda silly because A, it's obvious the creative idea was just to make the guys look as violently badass as possible, to the point of overcompensation, and B, how would this work if the alien who got the ring didn't have a mouth? Orange Lantern, Avarice. I like that they acknowledged that a lantern powered by greed can't really allow for a cohesive group, and I think the form theft idea works, but Agent Orange? Seriously? Sinestro Corps, aka the Yellow Lanterns. They're basically the same as Green Lanterns, but they inspire great fear. So wait, all the other lantern types have to embody the emotions to use their powers, but the yellow only have to inspire it? Look, anyone can be scary, so that seems a bit off. They did have an issue of Tales of the Sinestro Corps where they mentioned that potential lanterns had to get in touch with their fear or something before they could use the ring, but I'm still calling bullshit. Green Lanterns. Will. Not much to say here except to point out that will is not an emotion. If they had made it courage, that could have worked and would have made perfect sense, but they decided to retroactively make the Green Lanterns the odd men out. Also, have you noticed that while there are plenty of non-humanoid male lanterns, most of the females could pass for women who used expired spray tan? Blue Lanterns. Hope. Apparently they're next to useless without a green lantern to hang off of, which makes them utterly hopeless. Good job there, Ganthet. Indigo Tribe, aka Indigo Lanterns. Don't know much about these guys except that they run on compassion and go around acting as relief workers / mercy killers, and their lanterns won't make them clothes. Star Sapphires, aka Violet Lanterns. Love. Okay, a lantern group that only seems to accept women, usually attractive ones. Considering the ambiguity of alien anatomy, the whole girls-only thing seems silly. Second, the costumes. I know they're not made of cloth, just, love energy, but the other lanterns at least try to wear stuff that obeys the laws of physics. Third, and this is the big one, the way they describe it, the writers seem to have confused love and obsession. It varies from book to book, but they seem to focus on sexual love. Love's a pretty wide subject. It underlies most of humanity's non-selfish motives, and several of the selfish ones. So this rather cheap approach is just kind of insulting. So my two big problems with the whole Spectrum Lantern concept is that sometimes they try too hard to compensate for the fact that they're writing about space rangers who use rainbow powers, and the general nonsensicality of the emotions the lanterns embody. I mean, anger, greed, fear, will, hope, compassion, and love are all good, except will. But what about the other emotions? What about a teal lantern of curiosity? A beige lantern of apathy? A goldfinch lantern of religious fervor? A brick lantern of humor? A nervy hue lantern of impatience? A rainstorm lantern of sorrow? An ultraviolet lantern of that feeling of accomplishment? Well, that's enough abuse of Hero Machine and Sherwin-Williams color swatches. Thanks for watching this little look at the state of the DC Universe, and have a good one. Oh, and why are all the lanterns within the part of the spectrum visible to humans? What a coincidence.